Empty classrooms, malformation, death in the skies, parasites in the eyes. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite songs, and today I made myself a nice cup of protein shake, whatever. Put a lot of sugar in it because I have to gain weight. That's not the point of the video. I'm going to be doing a Death Grips Madness bracket. Boom. That's the cue. So yeah, as you can see, it's the month of March, and we're doing some madness brackets, because, you know, it's March Madness bracket month thing, you know, whatever. And, you know, because I haven't still listened to the Metallica album, Ride the Lightning, enough, and I definitely haven't listened to the new Weezer album enough. So I've decided to fill today's schedule up with another madness bracket, Death Grips. Death Grips is one of my favorite bands of all time, even though my favorite band of all time is, of course, Radiohead. But Death Grips is my favorite band of the 2010s. And now we have a madness bracket for Death Grips. Very awesome. So let's start off with the first quarter. So hard you're ashamed. Oh wait, sick transmission. So hard you're ashamed. Huffs your brain, exhale your will. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Beatdown, madness, chaos in the brain. Alright, yeah, I'm getting overexcited for Death Grips, because they're an exciting band. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway. I'm sorry for the bad quality. It's not, you know, I downloaded this, you know, JPEG from the, you know, Google, so, you know, it's a small file, but whatever. So, we have a Full Moon Death Classic from their EP, and Bonnie. To be honest, as much as I love Full Moon Death Classic, as much as I love how raw and rough it is, I think I have to go with Anne Bonny, simply because it is the more flavorful one. I really love how there are two beats in the song, and it just kind of alternates in between. I really like the lighthearted, bouncy beat at first, and then it transitions into this very harsh, industrial banger. Fuck, kill, steal shit. And then up next we have I Break Mirrors with My Face in the United States. What a tongue twister. And Lord of the Game featuring Mexican Girl, which is a banger. Sounds like a match, a word match, you know, between Ride and the girl. I honestly have no idea which one should I pick, because I love them both so much. I think, you know what, Lord of the Game. I did this bracket, like, a long time ago, like, last year, and my tastes have changed a little bit. And then up next, we have Punk Weight versus Deep Web. Yeah, Deep Web is the weakest track off of No Love Deep Web, easily, hands down. However, I do like the production a little bit. Whereas Punk Weight is a really, really aggressive banger. I really like how they sampled the Sahara cell phones, you know, and hot shit, cold shit, okay motherfucker, let's do this. Punk Weight is the winner, you know. I hate to admit it, but right now I'm feeling a little tired for some reason, even though I slept for over 5.5 hours this morning, which is not bad. Anyway, up next we have The Fever versus Big Dipper, Big Dipper, Big Dipper. Yeah, I think Big Dipper is a total banger, to be honest, and a great way to end off the first half of friggin' The Powers That Be. I really like the beat. I really like how disorienting it is, but honestly, I have to go with another awesome ass banger, The Fever. AA! Or I. Yeah, I really like the very violent and aggressive beats The shouts are just manic. Boom. Yes, and the keyboards of the track is just monstrous. I love it. Anyway, up next we have Bubbles, Buried in This Jungle, a very aggressive, bouncy banger, versus Beware, which is a surprisingly warm and sunny, very heated opening to the ex-military mixtape, with some really iconic lyrics. I light my torch and burn it. And yeah, I love both tracks a lot. I really like Fuck, Weak, No Respect, but I also really like Beware. So I'm gonna go with Beware because it's just such a powerful opening. Yeah. Anyway, up next we have Houdini versus Lost Boys, and I've done my review on The Money Store, and Lost Boys is my least favorite track. I just, it just feels it just pales in comparison with other tracks on the track list, whereas Houdini is actually a really fun, catchy, poppy banger. 3, 4, fuck you, baby, destroying a Houdini, baby. And I don't know, there's a certain charm on the track Houdini. I just love. It's such a banger as well. Damn. Come Up and Get Me versus Whatever I Want. Yeah, no brainer. Come Up and Get Me is the winner. I mean, I like the production on Whatever I Want, but again, it's a very forgettable track, whereas tracks like Come Up and Get Me just hit so hard because it's such a, I won't say it's a bombastic opening for No Love Deep Web, but certainly a remarkable one at that, with the very disorienting, disembodying synths and keys. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just close that. Yeah, anyway, really like that. Fuck a Nazi. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Spikes versus Psst. Psst. Oh, man. I love both of them. Both of them are pure bangers. I really like Spikes. It's just such a fun, rough, raw guitar banger. But honestly, I think I have to go with Psst. Psst, because it has a certain quality to it that makes it stand out. It's on the second half of The Powers That Be, Jenny Death, and on Jenny Death there are a lot of aggressive, raw, rough, harsh guitar bangers, and then all of a sudden in the middle of a track we have Psst, Psst, which is this very smooth, slick track. So it's really refreshing in the context of the album. And the beat is just so smooth. Oh, man. And then up next we have No Love versus You Might Think He Loves You. Right off the bat. Oh yeah, this is the second quarter. Sick transmission huffs your brain. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I love these two tracks so much. I think You Might Think He Loves You for your money, but I know what he actually loves you for. It's your leopard skin pillbox hat. It's just such an unhinged, whack, completely insane song. Okay, it's one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my life. The glass break. Shut up, please. The glass break, the crazy ass lyrics, but I have to go with No Love, which is a way more iconic, solid track alternating between quiet and loud with some really iconic lyrics. Of course, the bracket itself is already surrounded by lyrics from the track No Love, so it's, oh man, I just feel so bad. Anyway, up next we have Enemy Sensation. Boom. That's the cue. Versus Culture Shock. Choke yourself. Fuck yourself. I think Culture Shock is an absolutely solid banger. Nice, weird, cutting edge industrial beat. But honestly, what's even more cutting edge, and perhaps the most cutting edge Death Grips track, Inanimate Sensation. Hell yeah to this track. Hell yeah. I just, very versatile flows. I really like the elevator blings, the whispery, breathy hooks in between these large, monstrous, gigantic verses. Oh man, I love this track so much. Anyway, up next we have 3 Bedrooms in a Good Neighborhood versus Hunger Games. Another pair of tracks that I just really, 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 really love. Ooh, I love 3 Bedrooms in a Good Neighborhood. I love how just migraine-inducing it is, how repetitive and harsh the beat is, and it's just so catchy. The flow itself is just really catchy. While Hunger Games, I love it as well. The percussion on this thing, it just drags on. It just goes on like it's insane. And of course, we have the very iconic line, "You want a lift? You could just sit between the passenger seat and my dick." But yeah, I think 3 Bedrooms is better, I guess. But Hunger Games and 3 Bedrooms, they're equally as good in my opinion. Yeah, I just love them both so much. Up next we have Hustle Bones Coming Out My Mouth versus Up My Sleeves, Doors and the Windows On. Up My Sleeves is a very theatrical, cinematic, hard-hitting, soul-crushing opener to the powers that be, with some really lyrics. Whereas Hustle Bones is such a banger with the car starting up, motorcycle starting up sound effect. I think that's the sound effect, right? The sample, and another really tough pick. I think I have to go with Up My Sleeves. Yeah. The Powers That Be in general is my favorite Death Grips album, and I think Up My Sleeves is one of the best tracks on the first half. And then up next we have Tachyon, Death Yawn versus System Blower. Both really, really harsh bangers, okay? Really harsh, aggressive, eardrums blowing bangers, alright? I really like System Blower. The beat is just stomping. Bam, bam, bam. But honestly, come on. We all know what's the winner here. It's Tachyon, Death Yawn. I don't understand how, but on the song, MC Rai just doesn't take a breath. The entire song is him screaming non-stop with these really catchy and aggressive flows, these very loud, bombastic percussions, and oh my gosh, it's adrenaline pumping, okay? Up next we have Why a Bitch Gotta Lie, Why a Bitch Gotta Lie, Why a Bitch Gotta Lie, Why a Bitch Gotta Lie versus Bottomless Pit, the last track, also the title track off of Bottomless Pit. I think Bottomless Pit has a pretty cool instrumental, and the lyrics on there, "I fuck you in half," is a pretty nice touch. But honestly, I have to go with Why a Bitch Gotta Lie. It's such an underrated track, okay? It's so underrated. You have no idea. It's just insane. Every time we get a swirl of those beats, it's like I'm being thrown out into outer space and then dragged back into the earth in extremely high speed. And I really like the robotic vocals. I think the, Why bitch gotta lie, why bitch gotta lie. It's just so angry. I have heard, quite a number of death metal tracks or metal tracks or rap tracks, like hip-hop tracks, but this is one of the angriest songs I've ever heard. I mean, Tachyon is the angriest, by the way. Up next, we have the entire 23 minutes of Steroids versus Double Helix. I like Double Helix. The production is great. I like how metallic the beat is, but honestly, I have to go with Steroids. I wish they would separate Steroids into individual tracks like Bald Head Girl, Squeaky, and Come and Go Whenever to Wherever You Please. But yeah, Steroids is a very experimental, whack, choppy, glitchy EP from them. It's very messy, very chaotic, and I just love it. And oh man, the track Bald Head Girl is just so busy and bustly and full of energy. Bald Head Girl. And the track that comes after is easily one of the most hip-hoppiest Death Grips track ever, and I love it. And then up next we have oh, shut up. Why is it popping up all the time? Alright. Someone's up there. Alright, anyway, up next, it's Government Plate's title track versus Lil Boy. Another no-brainer. Again, I love the production and the instrumentals, the sampling off of Government Plates, but it's not really that special or anything. I think Lil Boy is also one of the most underrated bangers of Death Grips. Burn through it, burn through it. And yeah, the beat is just so fun, punchy, wild, and it's extremely catchy. It's extremely catchy, okay? And then, yeah, you know, we'll just complete the whole column right here. I think I like Anne Bonny more than Lord of the Game. Alright, so here we go. Punk Weight versus The Fever. I have to go with The Fever. It's such an iconic track. It's total banger. It breaks your neck, snaps it in half. Boom. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry for the cut, but whatever. People are having fun outside of the room right now. Anyway, between Beware and Houdini, I have to go with Beware. The Charles Manson sample is just legendary, even though I love how catchy Houdini is. And between Come Up and Get Me and Pss Pss, I just really love Pss Pss. A really weird song title, by the way. But yeah, I just love it. I just love it. Personal favorite. And between Beware and okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do that part now. Between No Love and Inanimate Sensation. No Love. I mean, I think it's safe to say that No Love is my first Death Grip song. This is the first Death Grip song I've ever heard, and it's really one of the most aggressive Death Grip songs I've heard. And between Up My Sleeves and 3 Bedrooms, I have to go with 3 Bedrooms because I just love it. It's catchy, migraine-inducing, and fun. And between No Love and 3 Bedrooms, it's No Love, of course. It's No Love. It's recording, right? If it's not recording, I swear. Alright, anyway, Tachyon, Deathyon versus Wabishgala. I have to go with, Tachyon, of course. Love the track to death. And between Tachyon, Steroids, and Lil Boy, of course, it's Tachyon. And between Steroids and Lil Boy, to be honest, I think Lil Boy is a way more solid track than the entire EP of Steroids, but whatever. Alright, next, let's get into the next column. Huffs Your Brain. Starting off strong, we have On GP versus Hothead. Hothead is a very controversial track from Death Grips because of how unhinged and insane it is. In the beginning, it's literally all these super warped and distorted blah 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 blah. Hothead, oh no. And then it just breaks into this very draggy, sloggy, you know, track. I love it. I honestly think it's kind of artistic, kind of insane, and I like it when Death Grips takes more risks. But come on, guys. It's on GP. Okay? It's on GP. Oh my gosh, this track. Oh my gosh. The guitars on this thing is triumphant. The lyrics on this thing crushes your soul. It deals with suicide, and it doesn't glorify or romanticize suicide, but yet it gives it a triumphant vibe in the right way. You know what I mean? And then, Hacker. Oh my goodness. Can't get enough of this song. Can't get enough of this song. Such a great song. Such a great song. Hacker. Such a great song. Amazing, glitchy, snappy beat. That just goes super hard. Extremely catchy. The lyrics here are easily the most fun lyrics from Death Grips ever. Teaching bitches how to swim. Make your water break in the Apple Store. Gaga can't handle this shit. But then, of course, we have Artificial Death in the West, which is also one of my favorite tracks from Death Grips because of how strangely final and quiet it sounds. Sounds very futuristic and cutting edge. But yeah, it's Hacker. It's Hacker. It's Hacker. Of course. And then between Spread Eagle Cross the Block and Birds, I think I like, I don't, this is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Birds. You know what? I'm gonna go with Birds. The Birds, I kind of like the, forlorn guitars and all, but, I guess the track Birds need a little more dynamic, while the track Spread Eagle Cross the Block needs a little more climax. But, opinions. BB Poison versus The Cage. I think The Cage is awesome. But I have to go with BB Poison. I just love how HD the track sounds. The beat, it's just sort of tumbling in the beginning, and it just regurgitates out this very buzzy, punchy beat. Bow, 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 bow. And, yeah, I just love it. Up next, we have Two Heavens. And I Want It, I Need It, Death Heated. Oh man, I love these two tracks. I think I Want It, I Need It is a really nice, rough, bouncy track. Also a very hip-hoppy beat, but I have to go with Two Heavens. I love Two Heavens. I just really love how metallic the beat sounds. Bung! What am I even doing? Yeah, you have to go listen to it yourself, man. It's addictive. Boom. Okay, I don't have much time left. Let's be real quick. Centuries of Damn versus Bass Rattle Stars of the Sky. I think Centuries of Damn is a really sunburnt guitar mourn, but I think Bass Rattle Stars of the Sky is an absolute banger. Really love this spacey, zoned out beat. Giving Bad People Good Ideas versus Bitch Please You Must Be Smoking Rocks. I think Giving Bad People Good Ideas is an insanely aggressive track. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if this track is the angriest Death Grip song or is Tachyon the angriest. Cause I mean, oh my gosh, this song is nearly death metal level, and it's just so thrilling, so fun. World of Dogs versus electronic drum solo. Come on, guys. Of course, it's World of Dogs. And I'm really impressed how they make the word suicide sound so catchy and fluid. I love the beat as well. Get God versus Love the hell out of both of these tracks. I love how bouncy of a banger is. But honestly, it's Get God. Of course, it's Get God. Get, God. Blood rush to my head, Latala. Bobbing off the fucking blood knot. Clock and wristlet, wash tapat. I just love how blissful the beats are. Man, I am running out of time. The Powers That Be title track and Bootleg. Bootleg is one of the weakest Death Grips track ever. So it's a no-brainer. The Powers That Be title track is pretty monstrous, pretty wild, loud, fuzzy, really energetic as well, I guess. And then we have Fuck That versus Trash. I think Fuck That is also one of the least interesting Death Grips tracks in my opinion. Oh my gosh, is my nose bleeding? I don't know why it's bleeding so much lately. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the odd beat that the track has, whereas Trash is a really special track because they worked in some orchestral strings for some reason, and it actually worked really well. I've seen footage versus More Than the Fairy featuring Les Claypool. Awesome track that is, but of course, I have to go with I've Seen Footage. A very fun, bouncy banger, easily the most accessible Death Grips track ever. It's so fun. It's just so fun and catchy. Have a Sad Come Baby versus Blackjack. I think Blackjack is a really nice, aggressive, disorienting banger, but I think Have a Sad Come Baby just, it's way more special, choppy, glitchy, weird, mashed up, chaotic. Yes, and then 80808 versus Black Dice. Ooh. I love both of the tracks. I love the production on 80808. I really like how the beat just fades out, but it's Black Dice. I really like the very luxurious beat, the instrumentals. Yeah. Anyway, Blood Creepin' versus Death Grips 2.0. Ah, man. Both of these tracks are pretty weak Death Grips tracks, in my opinion. I think Blood Creepin' is, I guess, less interesting than Death Grips 2.0, which is the very chaotic ending to The Powers That Be. This Is Violence Now versus Guillotine It Goes. Oh, man. You know what? I'm gonna go with the iconic answer. Guillotine It Goes. I think I like the beat off of This Is Violence, but to be honest, I mean, it could have been better. Alright, between Guillotine It Goes and Death Grips 2.0, it's Guillotine It Goes. Between Black Dice and Have a Sad Come Baby, it's Black Dice. Yes, and between Black Dice and Guillotine It Goes, it's Guillotine It Goes. So yeah, there we go. I'm running out of time. Oh my gosh. I've Seen Footage is so fucking good. Oh man, can we just take a moment and acknowledge how good this track is? And you know what? Oh man, I know, but I guess I kinda like I've Seen Footage a little bit more than Get Got. And then, oh my gosh. Between Giving Bad People Good Ideas and World of Dogs, honestly, it's the very aggressive opening for Bottomless Pit, Giving Bad People Good Ideas. Okay, I just spent like 10 minutes clearing up stuff from my phone. I basically imported all the previous videos that I've shot, anyway, into the computer. But yeah, anyway, let's continue with the Death Grips video. Boom. I have to record the screen with OBS, and, it gets messy sometimes. But yeah, anyway, To Heavens versus Bass Rattle Stars Out the Sky. Two very metallic, bouncy bangers, but yeah, I have to go with To Heavens. It's To Heavens. It's To Heavens. Alright. Or maybe it's not. Should I change my mind? Okay. Whatever the case may be, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, there we go. It's working. To Heavens. And between Giving Bad People Good Ideas and To Heavens. Okay, my mouse is freaking out. It has to be Giving Bad People Good Ideas. It's just that good of a track. It's just that good of a track. The guitars on here is unhinged, and I really like the female backup vocals of the thing. On GP versus Hacker. Okay, I love both of these tracks for very different reasons, but honestly, I have to go with On GP. It's just my personal favorite. Let me align it right here. My very personal favorite I think On GP, in fact On GP is the best, and between On GP and Giving Back People Good Ideas, I have to go with On GP. I mean, yeah, as much as spectacular as Giving Back People Good Ideas is, I think On GP just holds the crown as one of the best Death Grip songs, if not the best. And between Birds and BB Poison, I think... Okay, shut up. Why is my mouse doing this? I think BB Poison has an upper hand, but yeah, I think On GP is ultimately the best. Between The Fever and Beware, I think The Fever is iconic at that it's just really harsh and aggressive, and it's such a bold statement. But I think what's even bolder of a statement is Beware, with its strangely calming guitars and the very monstrous and beastly vocal performances. Between No Love and Tachyon Death Yawn, I think we have to put two things in consideration. Which one is catchier? I think the flow of Tachyon is way better, and two, which one's more aggressive? I think Tachyon Death Yawn is slightly more aggressive, actually quite more aggressive. And you know what? I think production-wise, Tachyon Death Yawn is just so good. And between Beware and Tachyon, it's Tachyon. It's in the finals, man. The finals. And between I've Seen Footage and Guillotine, it's no-brainer. I've Seen Footage. I think Guillotine is kind of overrated, to be honest. I like how raw it is, but like, it just doesn't quite have the oomph that many other Death Grips tracks have. Grammar. And between I've Seen Footage, a very fun, bouncy, rough banger, versus On GP, a very long-winded, loud, depressing, suicidal anthem, I have to go with On GP. Yeah, no, seriously, I love the track a lot, and I think it's tracks like these that puts Death Grips in such a high position in the music industry right now. And I think it's tracks like these that proves us that we're not born in the wrong generation. We just don't know how to look for good music. Because the track On GP, it gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. At first, it's just very, very compelling with the guitars and the plunging vocals. And then, it just stops. It just stops for a moment, and then we get these very distorted and compressed passages, and it's so depressing, and then it emerges into triumph again with loud rumbling guitars, rumbling percussions. The drums here are fantastic, and the vocal performances, they are just so full of soul, but yet it's crushing your soul. And that being said, I'm putting On GP over Tachyon Death Yawn. Thus, it's my favorite Death Grips track of all time. Expanded. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is that? Okay, let me fix this up. I don't know what's my mouse doing. But yeah, okay. It's On GP. It's On fucking GP. Hell yeah to this track. Hell yeah to Death Grips. The best band of the 2010s. Confirmed. Yeah. What's your favorite Death Grip song? Like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more